Hello my beautiful Mongolots. Today in Guardian Tales our topic is why do people recommend mono teams? This is definitely somewhat of a beginner topic, but there are a few extra things that maybe slightly more experienced players haven't really thought about, like the why, because it's recommended everywhere, but rarely do people really say why. So there are a couple of different reasons. So when you have a mono team, we're going to use Earth as an example since that's kind of what I'm mostly working towards with Aoba, Tinia, and Bari here. So the first thing with a mono team is that you're going to be at a pretty big advantage in water stages, but you're going to be at a pretty big disadvantage in fire only stages, but you'll be equally good in the other four elements. So there's only one real type of stage where you're going to be at a disadvantage. Contrary to having a bunch of mixed elements, you're like always going to have a disadvantage with like one of your heroes and then maybe an advantage with another. That's definitely one of the smaller considerations. One of the bigger considerations is for units like Aoba, who have party buffs that have earth attack. So obviously she would be best paired in a full earth team because of this and other skills like that. They are somewhat rare though, like Tinia has just all around ranged and skill attack. Bari has just skill attack, it doesn't matter about the element here. So it's rare, but it's something to keep in mind anyway. When it comes to Colosseum and Arena, having a mono team doesn't really help you because, for example, if we come across a very strong Vishuvac, we're at a whole big disadvantage. Not that I would take Aoba into Arena. In Colosseum, it's not as big of a deal unless you're really fighting a full fire team with your full earth team, then yeah, you're probably gonna lose. But one, you can choose your opponent in Colosseum more or less, and it's not 1v1 like it is in PvP. So having a mono team and only focusing on them ever will be pretty bad for PvP once meta shifts, which it kind of has to like Eugene, and I guess I'm seeing some stronger Vishuvacs around as well to take care of the Baris and Tinias. But again, everything so far has been sort of secondary reasons. The absolute main reason people suggest mono teams is because of evolution dungeons. This is going to take up most of your game time, honestly, and most of your stamina. For example, in skill dungeon level 70 challenge here, we have all three of our current earth team, Bari, Tinia, and Aoba. So you'd think, yeah, cool, farm level 70 challenge and get all three of them at the same time. No, that's actually not recommended. And this is the thing that confused me, because then I was like, what is the point of having one of each element when it's more recommended to farm these lower stages? So not the challenge where they only drop one. Here is just Tinia, and down here is just Bari. And it's recommended to farm these stages for the heroes you want instead of the challenge. Because the thing is, it's at least rumored, or people have done enough runs to figure out that there is a maximum drop of 3 of these unique stones. So even if you were to farm the challenge, you will never get more than 2 Baris and 1 Tinia, or 1 Tinia and 2 Baris, or 3 Baris, 3 Tinias, whatever. You won't get more than 3 total. So it's like you may as well focus on one hero, like Bari for example, because she'll get to 5-star faster, and then like when you're farming Tinia stones, that'll go a little bit faster because you have a 5-star Bari with you. But then that still begs the question, why does it matter if you have a mono team, if you have to farm them individually anyway? And that is because of all the 2-stars. As you can see, in our hypothetical situation, we would focus on Bari first. Once she is 5-star, most likely all of these 2-stars will be 5-star as well, because you get these stones a lot slower. So then when you go to farm Tinia and get her up to 5-star, you'll have so many extra 2-star stones. And what can you do with those? You can exchange them for hero crystals. The exchange rate is pretty abysmal. 80 evolution stones of rare heroes for 1 hero crystal, or 40 of unique heroes for 1 hero crystal. And then compare that to what you get in the shop. You need 20 hero crystals for 40 stones. So yeah, it's a pretty bad exchange, but once you get to the point where you're farming your second earth natural 3-star, then these stones will be coming in pretty fast and you can get a decent amount of hero crystals. So as some of you saw from my Bari video, I used hero crystals to get her up to 5-star early. I absolutely shot myself in the foot pretty hard when I consider everything else, but I have a 5-star hero now and she is doing really well. It is unfortunate though, because after Tinia, I won't have another earth to farm there. So Aoba will also be 5-star, which is cool because I want her there, and then like all of the other earth 2-stars will probably be 5-star as well. So if I wanted to farm for hero crystals, I'd be farming just for hero crystals and wouldn't be working my way towards a 5-star Bari, since she is 5-star already. So I would say what I did was a mistake. However, I don't really regret it because 5-star Bari is insane. If you are the type that wants a 5-star quickly, it's way better to do it off element, you know? So if you're planning to have like a full earth team, 5-star Marina, you know, so you don't have to go to the water dark dungeon ever and then farm all the earth dudes at their dungeons, so you can start racking up those hero crystals and the extra nat 2 stones. It's generally recommended to not spend hero crystals at all on evolution stones because they can be farmed. It's up to you. Having an early 5-star though is quite a game changer, and I would do the same thing if I started a new account. Be aware though, it is absolutely less efficient in the long run, but short term, an early 5-star is amazing. In other news, Lillifox is coming tomorrow. I've been saving up my gems. We currently have 19.3 thousand. We also have 2,500 paid ones, but I just saved those for the daily discount, really. We were super lucky and got Eugene plus her X weapon just from these daily discounts. I'm sure I just got incredibly lucky because they aren't usually anything special. Here she is. She is still very much not awakened at all because I'm trying to focus on my actual Earth team. Just got a couple of things here. I actually didn't get this, which guess we're going to. We actually didn't get this either. Those middle ones are so expensive. I'll probably stop with her for now. I used her to clear Versatile Actors card. Whatever that challenge was called, I forgot. It was the last one of the event. I just cleared that like today. Maybe I'll show it up on screen. Yeah, this one. It was actually really easy because I just revived until I beat it. If I remember right, I needed 5 revives. God, but you get like 5 mileage and that alone is worth those gems. Like 500 gems or whatever in revives. I hate doing it like that, but I didn't think I really had much of a chance. This dude has 2 phases, right? And his first phase is easy to kill because I have a super strong 5-star Bari, and he's dead before he even gets his big move off that pretty much kills everyone unless you can get rid of all those clones in time, which is incredibly hard. I saw someone do it with a Lapis, I believe, with her X weapon. She has like super long-ranged skill and very fast attacks that can actually kill all those clones, but like I guess no one else can almost. And if you don't kill them, he does a big AoE unavoidable that just kills you. And it was mostly during that in the second phase where I had to revive all the time. Sometimes I was just careless and died, but at that point I didn't really care anymore. I was just like, I know this is going to take hundreds and hundreds of gems and revives, so fine, so be it. I want this to be over with. I could have tried more often, but after the first revive, I was just like, forget it, let's go. And yeah, could I have used a better team? I don't know, maybe. I needed Bari and Tenia for the first wave, so I could get out of there at least without having to revive, because I wanted to at least clear the first phase before I start spinning gems. And then Lon and Eugene are my 2 strongest melee. They unfortunately are not very strong right now, mainly because I haven't invested much in their awakening, but they both have their X weapons, so it was the best I had, really. First phase is immune to melee, second phase is immune to ranged, so I had to use them. Lon kept dying instantly, and Eugene can only do so much before he does his big move. Sorry about the post-edit Moga with all of his background noise here, but I wanted to interject for a second and just say that I noticed that Eugene actually counts as both ranged and melee here. I guess just in general, just a mechanic I didn't really know about her. Yeah, when you're far enough away, she'll shoot her sword bullets, and that actually damages the melee immune boss. And if you get really close and attack with her sword, that counts as melee. Also, her skill seems to always only count as ranged because she's like shooting while spinning, so that's like a ranged attack. Okay, that's it. With enough revives, you can probably do it too, though I'm not sure if I really recommend it, honestly. Though you should probably make sure you can eventually complete it without having to spend thousands in revives. I don't know if there's a point at which it caps out and you're not even allowed to revive anymore, but yeah, I know you can at least go to 150. Besides that, we got to 104k points. We were doing Rift play every day, not ever recharging any tickets, though I don't think that's really worth it, honestly. But we did get Eugene like in the middle of the event, so she was a nice source of points. I would have really liked to get these other 20 stones, because then I wouldn't have needed to farm those 20 stones that I farmed today. She had just gotten a 4-star, and that's why I decided to go ahead and try this event again. And yeah, I don't know if there's too much else to say. Again, we'll be summoning for, I believe she's called Nari tomorrow. She is a basic type from what I've heard, a ranged basic, so she's not really gonna fit in my team all that well, to be honest. Maybe I can make a team around Lon, but then Lon and her, even though they're both basic, don't really go together either, because Lon's melee, and with her X decreases melee defense. So yeah, I guess she would fit in a general ranged team though, because she is ranged. I'm sure I'll be able to find some place for her. But yeah, I suppose that'll pretty much do it. If the audio was off for this video, I apologize. I'm still working around this new setup, and I'm not sure I have everything exactly how I want it, but hope it was bearable. If you've come to this point, then apparently it was bearable. So drop a subscribe, you know? Going from apologizing to bad audio quality to asking you to subscribe. That's the YouTuber way. So you can also drop a like if you did happen to enjoy. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.